Is the muscle activation sequence that we see from the data, is that optimal? What is the effect of good coaching? Does speed work vis-a-vis with Louis Simmons, with band work? Does that help to break through some of these acceleration zones to make the movement features more fluid and rhythmic? What about pre-activation strategies? How can we bring the pec major in faster right off the chest? Would programming singles begin to allow the pec major to fire just a little more quickly? Would having a consistent touch point, so we see on the study that the statement is on the study is the subjects were directed to touch in the vicinity of the nipples, so they're not even trying to have a consistent touch point. If an effect of a good coaching was to program consistent touch points with a consistent bar path, would we still see this horizontal displacement? Would we still see this acceleration zones? Would we still see the current muscle activation sequence? Or is that the way the body has evolved to handle this particular situation and it's optimal? Or is it an error? And if it's an error, perhaps technique coaching can change it. If we can change it, some assistance work would be great to program. Some close grip bench press. If the problem is the bar coming up off the chest, tricep work, especially in the early 25% phase, would be an excellent way to bring in some accessory work. Also, a pause variation of the bench press, 1, 2, 3 count pause. What about even a pin press to just completely negate the stretch reflex? Does that bring the pec major into the game, so to speak? What if we brought a psychological factor in here and develop the mind-muscle connection that we sometimes hear about with lifters, to whereas the lifter is intentionally thinking, when the bar hits my chest, fire pec major.